communists have found a new friend in private companies. Because, well, for instance, in America, they have discovered they cannot silence free speech through the government. So they have taken it upon themselves to go to individual companies, and first of all, a lot of them are already liberal to begin with, so it's no problem to make the already liberal companies shut down free speech. But then if there's companies that are centrist or conservative, then they will get the activists to attack those companies until they shut down free speech. And then if they get companies that will not shut down the free speech, then that's whenever the old leftists are going to take to their protests, their picks and their shovels and their signs and start rioting and outside. I said here, these leftists, they're like the Old West, you know? The editor of the newspaper would print something saying the bad guy who's running the town is no good crook. And then that guy would send his thugs to beat up the editor and smash the presses. And that's what the leftists will do when they're pushed to it. Whenever they can no longer get away with just sending poison pen emails to silence and shut off people's incomes and silence their speech, then they will take to the streets, go down and start trying to burn down their buildings and smash their property. That's what the left will do. And that is just like the Old West. Now, Frank Capra, he really put it well in his movies. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington and Meet John Doe showed how like the Edward Arnold, he always played the heavy. He played the head of the machine, that he was going to turn his full force against Mr. Smith, or turn his full force against John Doe, and smear him and ruin his life and his career and destroy him, and because he wouldn't play ball with the machine. And this is exactly what we're seeing in Washington and all over the country today, and the corruption of the machine is out to smash people's livelihoods, destroy their stuff. They said, I don't think they've gotten quite down to smashing their house and burning it down, but they will if they are given the chance. So, and I think this, if we do not stand up, the censorship and everything is going to get worse. And I'm glad to hear there's a couple of guys that are planning on starting, is it Jordan Peterson, Benny Rubin or something? They're planning on starting their own platform, payment processor. We're going to get around these nasty leftist totalitarians. And like I said, and be sure, once we get around them and their poison pen emails can no longer work, they are going to come after everybody with torches and picks and shovels. They're coming. So, better be ready. So, that is the left today. They're not courageous enough to start a civil war, but they're going to try through legal corruption and through intimidation, and they will get violent when they feel the need. So, all right. Must be vigilant. All right, let freedom ring.